All right, guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at these mining stocks that we haven't covered for quite some time. Maybe I was looking at the last time, December 14th, and we were talking about these names. But in this video, I want to just go a little bit different, maybe take a look at the technical levels for the stock. And we have covered these names many, many times. And you can see, go take a look at the channel. And there's so much I have covered. So if you want to watch, you can go through one by one and just backtrack. These videos are purely for entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look at BTC. There are a few things I want to mention here. Yes, BTC is high, but I want to mention it again and again and again. Miners, when liquidity is low, when risk on environment slowly fades, these names should never trade at the premium. Marathon, Riot, Cleanspark, all of these names, okay? And I have told about that one many, many times, and I'm repeating it again. When there is a risk on moment in the market, it can coincide with the Bitcoin's price action going a little bit higher, and at the same time dollar could be dropping. You can take a look at, keep an eye on DXY. That's what I watch as a dollar index. You can keep an eye on TLT to have an idea what's going on with bond yields. When bond yields drop, which means when TLT rises, and at the same time you can keep an eye on IWM. If you're a lazy person in general, I mean, it's gonna be difficult to be self-sufficient. What I'm saying is you have to be self-sufficient and looking at these things. Simple ways are these three that I mentioned. Anytime you see Russell 2000 small cap, half of the index is unprofitable. When they rise, this is the environment we are on. People could be on a risk on moment. And that's when you see those names take off, because those are small to mid cap names. Riot Platforms, 3.7 billion at the moment. Cleanspark, what is it? CLSK, something around 2.7 billion. Marathon Digital, it's a lot higher actually, $6.2 billion stock. So keep an eye on those names, and I have always talked about this one, that Bitcoin get pinned, which means it's not moving up, okay? It's just moving sideways. And then miners get pretty much demolished or get sold off or faded, because these are just purely momentum vehicles. So I am personally somebody who like swing trades in couple days to couple weeks, and for the most part day trade stuff. My attention goes elsewhere when these names start chopping. If there's a new theme, let's say very recently quantum names were a theme, all of these guys who were giving attention to these names, they will just slowly get out of these names, because the goal for trader is to assess, is there liquidity? Is there attention? Is everybody talking about this one? Okay, so liquidity is there. Let's trade this thing. As soon as it starts fading, my job is to define it and just to leave these names alone until the price levels become attractive again, or price action in general becomes attractive as well. So you can take a look at SMCI as well. Pretty much volume died down. Nobody cares about this one until they release some sort of a news. It will be active. But again, this is Christmas time. We know end of the year, very slow. But these names have been still coming down. So what I'm watching for all of these names. Yes, BTC can stay at high and chop around again. And these names can come down, because these names trade at the premium, which they should not otherwise in any other time. They don't make money, and it is not a sophisticated business. Ease of entry, very easy. Anybody can start mining a Bitcoin, okay? And it's a mining. I mean, if you take a look at the gold mining, analyze gold mining stocks, you will discover that yourself too. So if you didn't understand throughout this whole time we were talking about for years, these names are not investment vehicles. You have to do a little bit more digging. Again, these videos purely for entertainment purposes only. I'm looking at the purely technical levels from here. Riot Platforms year to date 29% down, while your Bitcoin is flying high. And support levels $10 so far, 11 I was watching, hovering around these levels, 10, 9, and then I'll be watching all the way here at 640. Another stock, CLSK, and I talked about this one as well. It does chop, kill premium, and when it moves, you can see. Same thing right here, chopped around between 13 and 15-ish, and then it started eventually coming down. But right here, right now, is it sitting at the support for me? Yeah, sort of sitting at the support. Next level of support, $8 for the stock. Are these names getting oversold? You can utilize RSI if you think that it is getting oversold and you want to be contrarian and you want to trade it to the upside. You can utilize it, but again, I use these stocks purely for day trading purposes only, and I don't remember trading these names as soon as quantum names became a thing. This is a Marathon Digital. You can see as volume disappears, these stocks start trading in a choppy range bound area. Yes, it will excite you by going up a couple days, and then it can fall into these sorts of shenanigan areas where price action is just purely algos and there's no momentum, there's no direction at all, and these stocks can do that any moment. $18 for Marathon Digital. This is what I'm watching as a support below its moving averages, and also I'm watching this trend line, support trend line right here from 2022, 2023. So that would put the stock somewhere around $15 area. This 15 was a cluster of a support area as well. Many times it tested this throughout this year. It sort of found a support at those levels, 15 something. So that's another level of support I would be watching. Below that, this blue line is my support for the Marathon Digital. In terms of options, I'm not going to look at it. It's very low. Most of the option market has been basically shifting to MicroStrategy. So MSTR captured most of that. And I'm going to talk about this one on a separate video, but this is what I'm watching for miners. These have never been investment vehicles. These have always been swing trading, day trading stocks for many professional and maybe even just not professional like me, but people who at least have a few years of experience just trading, because I started trading penny stocks back in 2016. That's why I know when theme shifts, I'm quick to adjust and not marry a stock or getting basically attracted to this stock and just maybe even, there were times, yes, I was a back holder, but not anymore. I eat my losses very quickly and move on to something else so I don't lose another opportunity elsewhere by giving all of my attention to something that is doing nothing or is just very boringly chopping or downtrending. So, of course, if you are somebody who is a short trader, you could be making money to the downside. But I don't like these sorts of shorts. I like quick, something like SPY. I like to trade SPY when there's a momentum to the downside, but not those sorts of names that are doing, minor names especially. So that's the video for miners. That's the update. Probably we're not going to talk about these names for a while, but that's the update. See you in the next one.